Well, today we're excited to welcome back a very special guest, a two-time guest now to the show, Chris Cleveland from Stars Go Dim. Chris is not only known for his powerful voice and amazing lyrics, but he's also gearing up for the release of his brand new album, Roses. Chris, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. So your social, a while ago you were giving out roses as a promotion to your album called Roses, and we're really excited about it. We're going to dive into some of the songs that I really like on the album, but go ahead and tell our viewers and our listeners about this album.
Yeah, man. I feel like every project, it takes forever for these to come out, so I've been sitting on these songs for like 3 years.
Yeah.
And so I'm really excited that the rest of the world gets to hear it. And so this is, if you've been a fan of mine for a while and you listen to this record, it's going to feel like a departure. It's different. It sounds different. It's a different vibe. And for a lot of different reasons, but it's really, man, I think some of the best music that I've ever made, honestly, and I'm really excited about it. So, it's the first album that I've produced myself. And I got all kinds of awesome people to come help me do that and help produce and write and do that kind of stuff. And it's just an incredibly fun project. Very like vibe wise, it's a throwback. So if you're into like mid 70s, anything funky and soulful and R&B, then I think you're gonna like this record. With like, my vocal is such a pop vocal. On top of that, it kind of feels like something new and fresh. And so really excited about how it sounds and the vibe of it and all of it. And I think it's going to be, well, I already know we've done a few shows where we've played some of these songs, and they're the most fun songs to play that I've ever played. So I'm really excited.
Yeah, for sure. I was playing some of the songs a few weeks ago to somebody, and they said, that's Chris. I said, yeah, man, it's a totally different sound, but I'm telling you, it's like your best work yet.
Thanks, man.
And I want to talk about my favorite track of the album, Discover God.
Good
killer,
choice.
killer song. And the music video, that is, I don't know who came up with the concept, but that's really cool. But that is I can just turn that up and just jam.
Come on, man.
That song is killer, man. I'm serious.
First of all, it starts with a 45-second saxophone solo.
Yes.
Who's doing that in 2025? It's the most absurd. It's like, can you hear this? I don't think it's not on. I have my keyboard on for a second. Oh, maybe I can turn it on. Hold on. Just because you said that, I want to hear this. Let's see if it'll turn on. Oh, no, it won't. I think I unplugged it. Oh, well. Man, this song, it took us a while to kind of figure out where we were going with this song. I co-produced this with a friend of mine, John Strandell, who helped me produce a bunch of the record. He produced almost all the vocals on the record. And I've got all video of like us figuring this out. And he sent me some idea of like the choruses and how they would kind of punch, and those riffs. And he's like, you might think I'm crazy for doing this. I'm like, no, dude, actually that works. But then I was like, but I think it needs saxophone to start it. Like, and I'm like, and he's like, okay. And so, honestly, and we got like the best musicians in the world, to play on this thing. So Lester Estelle played drums, he's Kelly Clarkson's drummer, but he's also the drummer I started Stars Go Dim with in 2007. And I think he's probably the best drummer in the world, like not exaggerating. And we had Kara Fox and Foxton Strings. They did strings on this one. They just killed it. We recorded all the drums and things at Curb Studios. And so people talk about like expensive sounding records, and this was the first time I was like, oh my gosh, this song sounds so good. Like, even if you don't like the song, I don't even care. It sounds incredible. And
yes, especially the intro.
It's like I can't talk about it enough. It's so good. And
Yeah.
then, the vibe and what the song is actually talking about, I think is probably like closest to my theology at this point in life. You know what I mean? I think, and as we talk, you'll kind of see the through line of this whole record is the message of this song. It's like God meeting us in all of these like normal everyday moments.
Mm.
And that's really where he's trying to bring heaven to earth in our lives over and over again. And so yes, I applaud you for liking that one the best. You have my stamp of approval. I love that song so much.
The first time I heard it, I was like, okay, is Stevie Wonder going to show up,
Come on, man.
or Barry White or something? I mean,
let's go.
It's a killer song for sure. Well, my second favorite is "Mama Don't Lie." I love that song. You mind telling us about that one?
Yes. So this song, like as you listen to the record, and obviously, saxophone solos and all the kind of stuff, you already know that we're in new territory. But this song was the first song that I wrote where I actually think I caught the vibe of what the music was going to sound like for the album. And so as I was I really kind of trying to write a ton of songs and trying to figure out where I was going with this, and I kind of finally landed on a little bit of the angle that I wanted to move into. And so I called a friend of mine. His name's Mark Heimerman, and he wrote like all the early DC Talk hits and stuff.
Yeah.
And but he's a great keys player, like, and he is that era, like it's just natural to him. And I said, hey, I'm looking for really vintage, like old school piano keys stuff. Just send me some ideas. And he's an idea machine. So he sent me like in a day 15 ideas. And so I'm going through them, and this piano part comes on, and I'm like, dang, that's cool, And so when you listen to that song, the piano intro is the voice note that he sent me that day. And so I took basically that da 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 kind of thing, da da ga ba ba, and wrote the whole song in like 15 minutes, basically. and then we just started going crazy. Had my friend who actually did the horns for the whole album, arranged and wrote parts, a guy named Rich Gable out of Tulsa, who's played for me for years, on and off, and had him come and do his thing with the horns. And man, and so the song just, it's one of those, it's basically a funk song, it's like a 1972 straight up funky thing, and I wanted a song that just made people feel good. And that was the point. Like nothing more or less than like it comes on and it like makes you move and it makes you smile and it just makes you feel good. And so that's kind of where Mama Don't Lie came from. And the lyric, honestly, like the only thing I kept just I know my mama don't lie. Like that was like the first lyric that came to me. It's like, can I put that in a song? And I was like, I think I can. So I kind of wrote it all around that.
You should contact the Bee Gees and say if they want to do a collab with you.
Come on, I know. The first time I played that for my dad, he was like, this is a Chicago. Like, this sounds just like Chicago. I was like, man, I'm going to have to dig deep into some Chicago stuff. But yeah, for sure, a lot of like, that 70s influence and that kind of thing in a lot of these songs on the album.
What's your favorite song that you've been playing live from the album?
Both of those are pretty crazy.
Do you honestly have sax on the stage?
I have done 2 events for this record so far.
Okay.
And it's a 12-piece band. It's insane. So I really need this record to do well so I can afford to bring the whole band, because it's very expensive. And honestly, the whole album is pretty great. There's a couple of songs that haven't released yet that are really, really fun to play. There's a song that like bookends the album. So Mama Don't Lie is the first track. And there's a song at the end called Your Song. And it's basically just
not
a
Elton
mirror.
John.
Yeah, not Elton John. It's kind of a mirror image of Mama Don't Lie. It's a funk song. It's really fun to play. I've been opening my shows with it, and so that's really fun. There's a song called Down to Earth that is a really, really groovy, fun song to play. There's, gosh, honestly, when the whole thing comes out and you hear, like, we've given you all the ballads and a little bit of taste of the funkiness, and you're going to get a lot of funkiness when the rest of the record comes out. And so they're all like just insane. They're really, really fun. Because there's no songs on the album that are typical, like, if you keep up with CCM music or are a musician, the chord structures are pretty simple and, kind of repetitive and things. There's not a song on this record that does like 1 4 6 5 chords, and it's a little bit more in depth and just really fun to play. So it's hard to pick one that I really like the most because they're all so fun.
Is this going to be the new Chris Cleveland sound?
For now, it is.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll change my mind later, but I think so. Making this album, I think, reminded me of how and why I fell in love with music, in the first place. And so I'm hoping that it'll kind of do the same thing for other people as well. But there's a lot of life in this. And so it's honestly, it's been hard to go play the other stuff the same way. And so what will probably happen is we'll give all the other songs a little bit of a freshening to make it fit some of this vibe a little bit more. And if you've ever seen me live, I lean this way anyways live. So it won't be too much of a stretch.
You could put a nice sax on the You Are Love song,
Oh, I've put sax on tons of stuff live over the years.
Heaven on Earth, that would be a good...
Heaven on Earth, we've for sure had saxophone on. I've put sax in like worship breaks and stuff. And just, I don't care, man. There's never a wrong time for saxophone.
Right. Well, Chris, this is a fan-based podcast, so we will have viewers and listeners writing questions to their favorite artist. And we had a fan of yours. His name is Matt from Detroit, and he wants to know the story behind your song. It's a throwback here, between here and now.
Ooh, yeah, that is a throwback. 2009 or 8, maybe.
Yeah.
It's the second, I think, the second Stars Go Dim record before we did Christian music. So when Stars Go Dim first started, we're just a mainstream pop band. Between Here and Now, kind of cool story behind that. So Joey Avalos was a guy, played guitar in the original band. He wrote that. Still the most talented, I think, musician, songwriter that I probably still ever, worked with. He's just so good. And he still releases some songs himself, which are really cool. I did one with him last year, which is really, really fun. But Between Here and Now, it wound up, it was kind of a like a theme song for a bit for a ministry called Convoy of Hope. And so after the earthquakes down there, we went and spent some time and filmed video for that. And gosh, I have to really think about the lyrics again. Between you and now, we lost. It's just that song just really, I think, captures real life, and what's cool about that song to me is I think on this new album, lyrically, I probably got back to a lot more of that angle on this new album, Roses, from where we started, in 2007, 2008, 2009. But Between Here and Now, I think that was the title track off of that album. I don't remember. It's been a long time. 16, 17 years, something like that.
Wow. Cool. Well, Chris, the first time you were on, we didn't have this segment yet, but we'd like to do something with you called Favorite Things.
Okay.
And so I'm just going to throw out a word and you give me your favorite thing in that category. Sound good?
Let's do it.
All right. What is your favorite food?
Cinnamon rolls was the first thing that came to mind.
Cinnamon rolls. All right. Out of
I'll
the
say
four.
this: chicken. I will eat chicken in 1,000 different ways, and I will
Okay.
never say no to chips and queso ever.
Uh, okay.
So
Do you
those
like
are probably my top three.
the Cinnabon Cinnabon places?
I do. I do the
Yeah.
center of the roll. I don't want the caramel in it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I just want the straight up normal cinnamon rolls. But
Yeah.
I do love cinnamon roll.
There you go. Do you have a favorite movie?
About Time. Have you ever seen it?
Okay. Who is in that one?
It's Rachel McAdams, and I cannot remember the guy. He's got red hair, and he was in the Peter Rabbit movies. If that gives it away, um, uh, but so it's a story, and like from the previews, you think this guy can like go back in time and make the girl fall in love with him, and it's like this love story. That's not the story. It's basically the story about men in a family who can kind of travel time in this thing, but it's like a father-son type of movie. So if you have a
Okay.
son, I recommend watching it. The first time I watched it, I cried for 15 minutes after it was over. I just sat there in tears. And I won't watch it all the time because it puts you in a certain you've got to be in the mood. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But probably my favorite movie, About Time.
Okay. Do you have a favorite show?
No.
No? Okay.
My kid asked
All right.
me that yesterday. My son did, and I could not think of a single show because I just watch what my wife is watching. I don't care.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite musical artist of all time?
Of all time, I doubt it. No.
Okay.
There's a lot I like, but I can't think of one that is my favorite of all time.
Yeah. What about a dream duet?
Ooh, Tori Kelly,
Okay.
like somebody who's alive right now. Tori Kelly, she's the best, in my opinion, the best singer on
Sure.
the planet.
Yeah.
John Bellion would be
Yeah.
pretty great as a guy. He's just like the dude at this point when it comes to pop music.
Right.
I think either of those would probably be my number ones right now.
Another guy that's blowing up, and Benson Boone, I guess.
I wanted to not like him. I really did. This is gonna sound, take it however you want to. He reminds me of me, like 20 years ago. Honestly, I could never do the backflips, but it's like it's a
Come
thing.
on.
But I dig it. I really like his voice. He can sing. He's got a whole thing going on.
Did you see his cover of Bohemian Rhapsody?
It was good.
Yeah.
It was really good. The new album, admittedly, I don't like as much as the other one. I listened through it the other day. So I hope he follows up pretty quickly. But I really like the guys who worked on that album and done like crazy songs. But I like him. I think he's great.
Yeah. Favorite ice cream flavor?
Strawberry, easy.
Strawberry. Okay.
Yeah.
What about favorite podcasts that you listen to?
I went through podcast phase big time like a few years ago, and I haven't listened to as many lately. I'm going to give you a few because I need my podcast to change.
Yeah.
And so there's one called The Bible for Normal People, which like breaks down theology and the Bible. It does exactly what it tells you to.
Says.
And and it's great, but it's like heady. And after an hour you're like, I can't stand any more of this and I might fall asleep at the wheel. But I really enjoy that one, and it's been good. I like Armchair Expert with Dax Shepard, which is like, I started listening to it when it first came out, and it's huge now. I haven't listened to it in a while, but it's just entertaining.
Okay.
Or I've switched. I haven't listened to that one as much. There's another one. What is it called? Oh, Smartless. And it's like 3 actors, and they bring on a friend, and they don't tell the other who it is, and it reminds me of me and my friends. Like, they're just goofing around and having fun and interviewing their friends, and it's entertaining. And so if I need to get through like a 7-hour car drive or something, I can throw that on. I don't listen to any music in the car. I'll just listen. It's either silence or podcast. So those are the ones I cycle between.
Nice.
And then if I
Well,
walk into the bathroom in the morning, it's some sort of murder, podcast that my wife is listening to. I'm like, what are you doing? I can't do it.
just don't listen to them in the middle of the night. Those podcasts.
I can't listen to them ever. My imagination is too crazy. I'm like, no, I don't want that in my head.
That's so funny. Well, Chris, what is next for you and besides your album, and how can our viewers and listeners keep up with you?
Yeah. Well, we're gonna be supporting this. I get to do something fun when that record comes out. I get to go play a couple songs on the Grand Ole Opry, which is gonna be cool.
Nice.
And I've never done that, so we've got a bunch of family coming in town. So I'm looking forward to that. That's the end of this week, and then we're gonna be on the road trying to support this thing, and hopefully be able to come out and play and do that, and then this album has been done since April of last year, so I'm ready for new music already. So I'll probably start diving into that just because of how long it takes to make that happen, and start kind of getting that ship cruising again. And so if you'd like to keep up with me, the best way to do it is on socials, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, if that still exists by the end of this year. It's just Stars Go Dim everywhere. I'm always on it. You can see what we're doing and keep up with the songs and that kind of stuff, and see where we're playing. So yeah.
Nice. What about vinyl? You're going to put Roses on vinyl?
It's on vinyl.
Okay.
We've got them ordered. They should be available to buy on the website, starsgodim.com. I would rather have vinyl than regular CDs. And honestly,
Yes.
the CDs cost me almost as much. So like when you really look at it, a CD might cost me $6 or $7 somewhere in there. A vinyl costs me 12 or 15, and that's like my cost. And then I have to actually buy them
Make
in
money.
bulk and then sell them.
Yeah.
And so then, so now to make the same money I used to on CDs, I have to sell them for $20.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who wants to buy a CD for $20? But people do. And so I would much rather, I feel like you get something like more substantial with the vinyl, so, so I like to bring those and sell those. So I did Grace in the Wilderness vinyl, and I'll do this vinyl as well. So it'll be fun.
And gone are the days where you used to go to the Family Christian bookstore and buy the CDs. So.
I know. I don't remember the last time I walked in one, or to be honest, even if any of them exist anymore.
No, they don't, unfortunately.
Yeah. It's something. But you can catch it all on whatever streaming platform that you're on too. Just come to a show and buy a t-shirt, and it'll make up for it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Will you ever dabble in any more Christmas music?
I haven't in a little while.
Yeah.
I probably should. I'm honestly, it's probably too late for this year. All those songs get recorded in July, and so I doubt that we'll have any this year, but I bet we do next year. And we'll see. But Christmas has been interesting. Like every Christmas song I've released has actually done pretty well when I've released it. So I might just one day only have to do Christmas because that's all anybody will listen to. We'll see. But
that's funny.
I think I might try and do a Christmas tour this year. We're still thinking through some of that, so we'll see.
Sure. Well, Chris, to wrap up, I'd like to see if you'd be willing to share something that God's been doing in your life recently that would help build our viewers and our listeners' faith.
Yeah. I think, even through this whole process of this album, and really what I wrote a lot of these songs about is this thing I've been learning just about the presence of God. And I think sometimes we think God only shows up for the big stuff. And it's like, oh, he's got to do these big miracles, or it's got to be this huge thing. And you may have a version of this in your life. For me, it's like, oh, it's got to be the big show, or like, I'm going to go sing to people and it be this event, And what I'm learning the most is that I think God really shows up for us and is working in and around and through us and everything in these seemingly insignificant moments of life. And so if we can be mindful enough to slow down and say, God, where are you moving in our lives? And how can we meet you there? Then we start seeing like literally the kingdom of heaven on earth every day in our normal lives. And so I see that the most now like in my family and my kids and my wife and my relationships and in these day-to-day moments. And when I approach life in that way, what I found is that, man, I'm a much better person. Like I'm just nicer, and I can actually, I feel like I'm connecting with God more on a daily basis rather than when it's like some big far away detached thing. And so that's the thing that I think I've been learning the last few years more and more, and subsequently kind of wrote a whole album about it.
That's good. Well, Chris, thank you so much for chatting with me. Roses is out July 11th, which is this Friday. And stream it, download it, buy the vinyl on your website.
That's
Thank
right.
you so much.
You know, rip it, steal it. I don't care what you do. Just listen to it. It's going to be fine.
Get downloaded on Napster.
Yeah, if that exists, who knows?